everyone, I am the Basement Weeb. You can call me Nova. Welcome back to another video. Real quick reminder, if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button, like the video, leave a comment down below, share it around on Twitter, and tag me at the Basement Weeb. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So today, I'm recording these kind of back to back, but so I'm going to be doing an unboxing after this, which is why I'm dressed the same, but I am going to be looking at a bracket. So for March Madness, Right Stuf Anime is doing this thing called Anime Madness. I think voting is currently open for it, so the bracket is done, but I kind of may have possibly recorded the bracket video like a week ago and forgot to record the intro and outro for it, so this is coming a bit late, but I recorded the video a little while ago. So I've just recorded my bracket, and I'm gonna see how it goes, but we're just gonna get right into it because I don't really have a whole lot to say about it. And everyone, so we're just gonna get right into the bracket. I'm sorry if it's kind of hard to see. This was the only way I could get my phone to cooperate. So here we have Attack on Titan versus this thing called Die Dark. I have never heard of Die Dark, so I'm pretty sure Attack on Titan is gonna take it. Down here, we have Bleach versus Soul Eater. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure Bleach is going to take it. I cannot see Soul Eater taking this over Bleach. I'm more than happy to be wrong. I haven't seen Bleach, but I feel like Bleach has slightly less backlash than Soul Eater, because I know everyone hated the way Soul Eater ended. Everyone's like, oh, it started out great, and then the ending was just pfft. So I'm going to give it to Bleach here. Now this matchup is where I start having problems, because this is Fruits Basket versus my fucking Dress Up Darling. Now, I don't typically watch ecchi, but I'm completely caught up with my Dress Up Darling, and I'm going to make a video about it at a later date, because I had a lot of fun things to say about my Dress Up Darling. I absolutely love this show, but Fruits Basket is Fruits Basket, and I love Fruits Basket to bits and pieces. Unfortunately, the chances of Fruits Basket beating Dress Up Darling are basically zero for a multitude of reasons. The main one being recency bias, because Fruits Basket ended almost a year ago, and my Dress Up Darling is currently airing, and it has several weeks left. And number two, my Dress Up Darling, in a certain I follow Annie Trends on Twitter, and they do popularity polls every week. My Dress Up Darling beat Attack on Titan 4 weeks. I think it might have beat it 3 weeks in a row, and it was going for week 4, and then I think Demon Slayer came out on top. Demon Slayer was only number 1 for 1 week. But yeah, Dress Up Darling has had 4 weeks in the number 1 spot. Attack on Titan has had 3. So that is more than enough reason to put Dress Up Darling in my bracket there. And then we have Slime Isekai or Aria. I'm pretty sure I don't need to explain why Slime Isekai. I've only heard of this because I follow an Instagram page that posts clips, and that person really likes Aria. If I didn't follow that, I would not know anything. I would know basically nothing. I still know basically nothing about Aria. Aria is just very, very niche. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying basically no one knows what it is, which is, sad, but is the truth. So now we get down to our matchups. So, Attack on Titan versus Bleach. I'm gonna say Attack on Titan takes it. Dress Up Darling versus Slime Isekai. This has recency bias, and again, is more popular than Attack on Titan in places, so we're going Dress Up Darling. And again, Dress Up Darling has beat out Attack on Titan in popularity polls for 4 weeks. Again, Attack on Titan has 4 wins. My Dress Up Darling has 3 wins. Dress Up Darling has 4. I'm giving it to Dress Up Darling. I just don't see Attack on Titan winning this. And I mean, maybe it has a killer last episode, and it's really good and it wins. But as of right now, I give it to Dress Up Darling. Next, we have My Hero Academia versus Promare. I don't think I have to explain why I'm picking My Hero Academia. Then we have Haikyuu versus Hellsing. Again, as good as I've heard Hellsing is, it is still, like, everyone knows, a lot of people know Hellsing Abridged, but it's still very, very niche. A lot of mainstream anime Like, Haikyuu is one of the more mainstream sports anime because it's easier for people to get into because it doesn't have, like, don't get me wrong, I love Free. Free is my favorite sports anime that I've seen, but Free is a lot harder to get into because people see the rippling pecs and the beautiful men and they're like, what the fuck am I watching? Haikyuu is a lot easier for people to get into because it's a lot simpler. It's just cute boys play volleyball and have a good time. It's a lot easier. I'm going Haikyuu for this one. Chainsaw Man versus Toilet Bound Hanako. This one hurts me because I love this manga so much. Like, I just got volume 0 a few days ago, and I have volumes 1 through 5 and the illustration book for this manga. I fucking love this manga. But it's up against Chainsaw Man. And unfortunately, my beautiful little bathroom ghost does not stand a snowflake's chance in hell against horny people. So we're giving it to Chainsaw Man. Berserk versus Cardcaptor Sakura. I don't think I need to explain why I'm giving it to Berserk. I gotta pick winners for this. My Hero Academia or Haikyuu. This has recency bias. The manga is going strong. I'm pretty sure the manga for this is over, and season 4 aired quite a while ago. I'm pretty sure it goes to My Hero Academia. Chainsaw Man or Berserk. This one's also a bit tricky, because again, it is 2 very popular manga. But I do think Chainsaw Man is slightly more popular at the moment, so I'm giving it to Chainsaw Man. This was a hard one, but I'm going with my gut and saying My Hero Academia, because I do think it will be My Hero Academia in the end. I do think that overall, there's a lot of simps in My Hero Academia too, but I do think it's going to go to My Hero Academia. Like, don't get me wrong, I think Chainsaw Man is pretty good from what I've seen. But because of the fact that it doesn't have an anime yet, like, if the anime for Chainsaw Man was airing, I would 100% give this to Chainsaw Man, because it's Chainsaw Man. But unfortunately, I think, didn't the manga end recently? Like, don't they get, like, part 2 of the manga this summer or something, whereas the My Hero Academia manga is still going. So, I give this to My Hero Academia. Okay. Demon Slayer versus Toradora. I feel like this is fairly self-explanatory. We're moving on. Rent-A-Girlfriend versus Inuyasha. Inuyasha. Rent-A-Girlfriend hasn't been prevalent since the anime came out like 2 years ago. Inuyasha is still a classic to this day. There's lots of people that love it. We're moving on. Shield Hero versus Madoka Magica. This one was also a little bit tricky because I feel like they're both pretty popular in their genres. Unfortunately, I do think Madoka Magica is just a little bit popular with how much it turned the magical girl genre on its head and how long it's been since season 1 of Shield Hero came out. I give this to Madoka Magica. Evangelion versus Nagatoro. Again, I don't think I need to give complicated reasons as to why I picked this. Horny people are powerful, but they're not that powerful. Demon Slayer versus Inuyasha. Again, Demon Slayer. Inuyasha's good, but it's Demon Slayer. It's one of the most popular new gen shonen. I don't think I need to explain myself. Madoka Magica versus Evangelion. Nostalgia is a fucking powerful beast. So we're giving it to Evangelion. Finally, Demon Slayer versus Evangelion. Demon Slayer. I've heard mixed reviews of Evangelion, but I've heard mixed reviews from Demon Slayer, but not from people who like it. They're not like I've heard people say, "Oh, I like the animation," but like this has a lot of dedicated haters who dislike it because it's not overly complicated. Because here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this, I don't know if this is gonna offend people or not. I don't much care. Demon Slayer's formula is pretty basic, and that is okay. It's formula from what I've seen so far. I haven't read the manga. I will block spoilers in the comments if you post them. But the formula, I've seen the first season and the movie and the Mugen Train arc, and I have seen the first a few episodes of the Entertainment District arc. I know spoilers for later down the road, but anyway, Demon Slayer does what it does really well. Its formula is simple. We hunt and kill demons, and we learn more about the demons and the world building. There's no complicated plot twists. From what I've seen, I mean, maybe there are, but they're not going to be insane like Attack on Titan. It doesn't have to be complicated to be good. That's what I'm going to say on it. It does not have to be super, super complicated to be good. We're going to the next region. Jujutsu Kaisen versus Blood on the Tracks. I'm pretty sure this is another one where I'm like, I don't really have to explain myself. I know what Blood on the Tracks is because I follow Right Stuff Anime on Twitter, and they post about stuff like this every once in a while. I'm pretty sure it's a somewhat popular horror manga in Japan, but I don't think it's taken off in the West, like, at all. Konosuba versus Shaman King. But yeah, so it goes to Jujutsu Kaisen. Blood on the Tracks just isn't popular enough to be this another one of the really popular new Jin Shonen. Konosuba or Shaman King? I know the Konosuba. I haven't even seen Konosuba, and I know all of the memes. I don't know anything about Shaman King. I know some. I've never seen Konosuba, but the memes are so prevalent in the community that I know enough about it to, talk about it a little bit, I've seen enough of them. Mushoku Tensei versus Perfect Blue. Again, that's a little bit of a slaughterhouse because Mushoku Tensei was one of the top 3 or 4 most popular isekai anime of the last year and a half. Everyone that had when it was announced, a lot of people who had read the light novels were super stoked for it. And then when the anime came out, it was just a smash hit. It was very popular. Obviously, everyone had their problems with it, but overall, it was very well received. Perfect Blue is a really good movie that I personally haven't seen, but I've heard it's really good and really interesting. The problem is, again, it's an older film. I think it came out in the 90s or the early 2000s. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But again, it's a more niche film. Not a lot of people have seen it because it didn't really hit them. It hit the market when anime wasn't as mainstream. For example, everyone knows what the Ghibli films are because Ghibli films are aimed at a wide enough target audience that enough people saw them when they were growing up that they're still popular to this day. Makoto Shinkai's early works aren't as popular as his later stuff, Your Name and Weathering with You and all of that. And same thing with Mamoru Hosoda's work. Mamoru Hosoda's work was aimed at a wide enough audience that people could enjoy it, but I still think most of those came out in the 2000s. And the problem with Perfect Blue is that it's aimed at a more adult audience, and adult audiences didn't really consume anime mainstream-wise. Enough people didn't grow up with it, so not a lot of people saw it. TLDR, it's not as popular as Mushoku Tensei, so unfortunately, this is a slaughterhouse. Gundam versus Slayers. I have only heard of Slayers in passing. So, given how many different variations of Gundam there are, I'm giving it to Gundam. So, Jujutsu Kaisen or Konosuba. I'm pretty sure this is self-explanatory, but yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen. Again, Konosuba has not had something new come out for at least a year. I don't think they had the movie last year or 2 years ago, but again, the movie came out a very long time ago. I don't think they have another season announced currently. They might, but there's not been any news about it for quite some time. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 was announced for, I think, 2023, a week ago. The movie is coming out here in 12 days. It's Jujutsu Kaisen. And then we have Mushoku Tensei versus Gundam. Again, I think Mushoku Tensei takes it. Gundam is well received and very popular because, again, mecha anime is pretty popular. But Mushoku Tensei was, again, one of the most popular anime of the last year. It has more recency bias. I think Mushoku Tensei takes it. Now, Mushoku Tensei versus Jujutsu Kaisen. Again, Jujutsu Kaisen still has stuff coming out. Not as much, but again, I do think it'll take it over Mushoku Tensei just because it does have a little bit more recency bias than Mushoku Tensei. Last but not least, Dress Up Darling versus My Hero Academia. Recency bias, more popular show. Dress Up Darling takes it over My Hero Academia. Now, Demon Slayer or Jujutsu Kaisen? I do think Demon Slayer takes it because Demon Slayer has had a lot of hype right now. Number one, it's still technically airing because the English dub is coming out, and a lot of people are rewatching the dub because a lot of people are like, oh, I like the dub and the sub, so I'm going to rewatch the show, so that's going to be fresh in their minds. And I think season 3 was just announced. They have a lot of new stuff. They have a new manga coming. Well, a new manga that they just released, which I happen to have, called Stories of Water and Flame. So, you know, like stuff about Rengoku before he was a Hashira, and Gyu and him working together and stuff. So I do think Demon Slayer takes it. Now here's the tricky part. Demon Slayer versus My Dress-Up Darling. As much as I really, really want to give it to My Dress-Up Darling, I do think Demon Slayer takes it. Because Demon Slayer, on its last episode, this is the only week this came number 1 in the popularity polls, was on its last episode, because its last episode was so fucking good. So I will say I do think Demon Slayer takes it overall. That's my bracket. Let me know if you guys do a bracket in the comments. Let me know what choices you would have picked. All that good shit. I'll be right back with the outro. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you guys end up doing your own brackets, or if you did do your brackets. Also, let me know what you think of mine. Let me know if you think something else would have won. I do think Dress Up Darling is going to take it pretty far. I don't know how far, if Demon Slayer is going to make it all the way, but I do think Dress Up Darling is going to make it pretty far, because Dress Up Darling is, as you know, very, very popular this season. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll be linking my Patreon and my Buy Me a Coffee down below, and my Twitter and all that good stuff. Follow me, you know, tag me, all that. You guys know the drill. You know how the internet works. Anyway, I still don't have a proper outro. See you in the next one. Bye!